This is one of the strongest and easiest league starter in 3.28. The leveling is super smooth and you can push it as far as you like into Uber endgame as well while staying tonky. I will also provide fully detailed POB with leveling, tree and gem progression, including Uber endgame variant as well. What's up guys, Pidget here. Kinetic Fusillade mechanically is very interesting skill. There are so many factors that is influencing how the skill functioning. Normally, without anything, you create a hovering projectile. After a short duration, the projectile is fired at the enemy. But with the correct setup, you make your character look like a sentry tower that's shooting continuously many projectiles. You will not need to aim with the ballistas. The ballistas will auto-target the enemy and tracking them down. Also, the super gem has less attack speed modifier. It makes it very good on early levels as well, so our ballistas will shoot continuously. All the projectiles also can chain and release explosions when hitting a target. This enables a very nice interaction that will skyrocket our damage. We can use tornado while fighting Agni's bosses. The projectiles can hit the boss and the tornado at the same time, increasing the damage even further. Keep in mind, tornado only can take up 20 hits, so you need to reapply the tornado pretty often, but because we were using with Arcanist brand, you don't need to really worry about, just need to keep up the Arcanist brand. This build will stack maximum mana for offensive and defensive purposes. Offensive side enables to use a cheap unique helmet, Mind of the Council. This will provide us huge amount of flat damage, and also we will use this helmet in the endgame as well. If you can get early on, this will make your progression much smoother. Arcane Cloak is also becoming an option for us. This is also defensive and offensive at the same time, provides a lot of flat damage and gives us defensive layer for 6 seconds. Even if you disabling it, you will have decent damage and tonkiness at the same time. Recovery is also very important for a build no matter what. This build has more than 400 energy shield regen per second, so we can just stonk the dots and ground regions. We getting this with a very underused unique item that is perfect for this build. The Restless Sword unique body armor. We have 4 minimum endurance charges, so this is 3 regen per endurance charges. Also, this gives us evasion rating, energy shield as well, because we also need some sort of avoidance, so multiple hit defenses is also covered. We can use Grace because we're using with Eternal Blessing, so it does not reserve any mana. This is a very well known tech if you ever played a mana stacker before. I once again partnered up with Mobilytics. The full written guide you can find on the Mobilytics page in the description and also in the pinned comment as well. And also including here the path of building code and 3 different versions of path of building for this build. There is a version with suppression and the version without suppression, and the difference is only the suppression has a little bit more tonkiness but less damage. The non-suppression version has more damage but less tonkiness. The planned endgame version is here as well. Please keep in mind this POB can be changed over time. Keep your eye on the site or on my stream while I streaming the progression of this build. When you're opening up the first POB, the suppression version, you will be getting the full leveling section with progression and loadouts as well. This time I trying guys a new thing, so I don't know if you're liking this, please let me know in the comment section. I spent a lot of time to testing and also write down all of the findings and also how I was progressing through the game in my test character. So the build is not getting online till level 40. You need to level up level 40, and I including the whole swap, how you can swap the build. Maybe you will not liking it, but Rolling Magma and Holy Flame Totem for leveling with Flame Wall. And the reason for it, this is still one of the strongest starts, how you can level up your character. Sadly, GG did not made any sort of, shake up on this department, so we can't do anything about it. But if you have any other preferred leveling method, please just do that and enjoy the game the way you want. So at level 40, when you're reaching level 40, you will need to make a lot of swapping things, guys, and also you have to done the library quest as well. Reason why we need the library quest, there is a few skill gems that is not available for Templar, and also including all of the necessary things in the note section as well, such as like when do I need to swap, and here the full breakdown what you need to do to get the build going. Although, guys, once again I want to raise your attention, so you will need a double red, green, and blue item. If you want these colors, you want armor and energy shield base, because if you have a dexterity or full int base, you will be a very hard time to off color, especially on the league start. So don't even try it, guys. If you're dropping a 4-link, it's much better if you're using gold at Festus or the current NPC that is enables the gold gambling, so you can just purchase armor and energy shield bases, so you have a very high chance you will getting this one, although that base is much easier to recolor. And now after you get all of the things, you can swap to the full build and just enjoy the ride. And at that point you will have already done the first lab, your first lab, and you will use the Pursuit of the Fate. So for maximum +1 totem and totem duration and totem placement speed, which is will making the build much smoother, and then you can just literally easily progress through the game without any issues. And also at that point you should be not have a problem if you was keeping upgrading at least your wand or crafting like spell damage on it. But later on, spell damage to add that spell damage to your things is not doing anything, only added lightning damage, only added elemental flat damage that is applies to attacks. Keep this one in mind as well, guys. This is not a spell build. Even if you will use spell, you can use spell damage on the wand as well, because the Kinetic Fusillade also states increase and reduction to spell damage also applies to attack damage at 150% of their value. So keep this one in mind, guys, please, and do not make a mistake you using the wrong base type. And also at level 40 you will have the full setup already, so this is why I'm saying level 40 is ideal for this, because this is the time when you can take less skill effect duration wheel and the mastery as well, so your totem will shoot continuously without an issue. And from that you just literally following the rest of the tree, and you can reach the final version of the tree very easily. And one single, I would say, requirement for this build for much more smoother gear progression, you will need a careful planning unique jewel. You getting this one by you corrupting Viridian jewels, or you can just purchase these ones very cheaply, because not many people will care about this, especially on league start. So keeping this in mind, because this is providing us, as you can see, 104 dexterity, right? Because the build will require dexterity, because we're using a lot of support gems and gear that is requires that one. And you have to know this POB was the normal version, and the suppression version we have a little bit difference. If you're opening up, the difference is we pathing here and also we pathing down here, and we removing a little bit of you know, accuracy rating here, because we don't need that. And also I removed here a little bit mana as well, and basically that is the differences. So it's not a big difference, but this will be a little bit more harder to gear because you need suppression on your gear. But in the endgame version you will have much easier time to cap your suppression. Speaking about endgame, so there is a POB as well for the planned endgame version. Once again, guys, keep in mind this one, because this is subject to change. So maybe I will changing it if I finding a better way to increase the tonkiness and the damage at the same time. But currently, this is what I came up with it. So as you can see here, pretty high amount of maximum hits and pretty high damage as well. Although there is, I would say, one single problem with this build, that is the energy shield regen, because we cannot leech energy shield and we cannot regenerate energy shield besides just recharging. But recharging is not that ideal when you're taking, you know, a few hits and you cannot recover immediately to your energy shield. So I need to came up a solution for that. But besides that, the build is super tonky, and also you have to know I planning to get the new belt as well for the end game, you know, the unnoitable belt. If that is not available, so if I removing it, I will losing out like a lot of damage, right? So if I not getting that, that, then it's fine. So this is still more than enough to just complete even the Uber endgame in my opinion, and also you can have a different belt as well, but this belt would be a very strong if it's fairly common or not that expensive, and then you can craft it. So I wanted to just raise your attention with that one. This is my very depth League Starter build guide. I hope you guys, you will have a fun while you leveling with this build, and after you leveled you will have a very nice League start as well. So guys, I spent a lot of hours to make this POB, so I would be appreciating you guys if you at least giving me a little bit feedback, what can I do better, or if you satisfied with the results, and also how you liking the loadouts system here with all of the, you know, skill gem progression and so on. So till then guys, I hope you will have a very nice league start. I will stream the league start as well, so if you want you can join on twitch.tv/Pidget2. Till then guys, thanks for watching. I was Pidget. See you next time.